Hey you guys, it's Cassie. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have a flip through of my finished July daily / junk journal July journal. That's a lot of journals in one sentence. Anyway, so I chose to use this journal that I got from Sarah Crafty Paper Bits. I will link all her information in the description box of the video. Anyway, I chose to use this journal. I loved it so much, you guys. The papers were gorgeous. There was like the right balance of journaling space to like decorative papers to text papers, and so I just loved it. Loved it. Would definitely recommend one of her journals if you don't already have one. So yeah, it was just a Cahier sized insert, and it ended up being very, very, very chunky. So yeah, I just like filled this thing up, and there's actually still some like blank pages like so, that I can go back and just kind of document some more memories that maybe I didn't have time to. But anyway, it's just filled up with things from life, as well as kind of some art journaling from like using the Junk Journal July prompts. July is also my birthday month, and so I have a ton of Happy Mail things in this journal from people sending me birthday Happy Mails. And so yeah, I'm just going to flip through. I'm going to talk about a little bit of it. A lot of my journaling is very, very heavy this month. Or in July rather, so I'll be covering it up for the most part, just because it's really private, and if you are privy to what I've journaled about, you already know. But if not, then it's really, I just want you to look at kind of the art factor of my journaling rather than what I've actually written. So okay, so on the cover, she has put on this little tuck spot here, and I've just tucked in this packaging from Jubilee Flea. I love supporting other shops, and so I'll like save little bits from packaging that they send me. And then this was a fun little slide tag that Nicole sent me in my birthday Happy Mail, and then this came with the journal itself, but I just stamped this little rose stamp that I got from Stacy in a Happy Mail. So then just going inside, the first page is kind of an intro, like just some fun collaging that I wanted to do. I've just tucked in this tag that I got from Amy. I did nothing to it except add this little ribbon. It just came to me, this really pretty tag. And then this was something else that I got in a Happy Mail. Yeah, so. And then on this side, I have just used one of my beautiful music book cover images, and then this was from one of my digital calling cards. I will link all the digital kits that I've used in part or in whole. Well, none of them are in whole, but I'll link all the digitals that I used or try to, and all the shops and people that I mention in the description box of the video. Here is my prompt list, so I just use this to make like a tip-in to hide kind of my prompt list. And then this part is actually leather from an 1880s book that this part right here, that I'm actually using for a custom order right now, that I'm almost done with. And then on this side is just a collage entry. These two labels are digitals that I got from Theta. I'll link her profile and all her stuff in the description box too. And then this was just the really gorgeous like French invoice paper that was in the journal already. And then on this side, I just left the back side of that invoice blank Like did not journal on these at all, just because I love this just the way it is. Yeah, so, and then on this side, this is one that I'm gonna cover up. This side was the label prompt. So I just made a little collage with a couple of my vintage labels that I really love, and then this label was part of the journal when I got it, and then just added this blue label with the date on it. And then this was a tag that Sarah included with the journal, so I just put it back in to live there. And then this little scrap of French paper with some pretty pink washi, so I thought that matched really well. And then on this side, I just used this really gorgeous piece of Victorian scrap that was super brittle. Like this leaf was falling off, that flower was falling off, all of it was just falling apart. So I've done my best to kind of glue it down in a way that like it's all gonna stay. And then I just kind of used the washi that I did a tip in on the other side to kind of hold everything down to the edge of the paper. And then I just used this big piece of pattern paper on that side for my journaling. And then on this side, I've just included a scripture. So I always have like the best intentions of like having specific journals for specific purposes, but they always end up just kind of all ending up in the same journal. So anyway, I was journaling about like specifically this scripture, which just keeps showing up over and over and over again in my life, and really what it means to me. So yeah, anyway, I journaled my birth year, and just kind of like it's really hard to articulate, but basically I wanted to remember that God created me the way I am, and I am wonderfully made because God only makes wonderful things. So anyway, that's what this page is about, and I hope you know that as well. And then this was just kind of along the same lines. Like it was from a little booklet that I received in a Happy Mail a long time ago, but I finally decided to break that up and just used a piece of it here. And then this is just on some vintage like tracing paper, but I love how it's kind of transparent and you can see like the text and stuff behind it. And then this is another page that I've chosen to leave blank. And then on this side, I was having some fun with some digitals, you guys. Like this is from my Spring Beauty set. This is from a digital that I haven't launched yet. And then these were like little pieces of washi that I got recently that I just wanted to use in this layout. So yeah, then on this side, I was just journaling about Bojangles, which is Lennon's little goat, and just how happy Bojangles seems to make Lennon. Like he loves that goat so much. In fact, you can probably hear him in the background right now. But yeah, he loves that goat. It's so funny. They like follow each other around the yard. It's hilarious. Anyway, so then on the next side is just another really blank layout. I loved all the pinks and just added on a few little things. Like this is from one of my ephemera kits, and it was just like this really pink set. So I just clipped out that part of it and then added on this little quote from Anne Frank. It says, "I don't think of all the misery, but of the beauty that still remains." And then on this side, I've just added on this picture of Lennon, as it's actually a little pocket. So I just had this little tiny paper and the back just had like writing on it. So I thought I'll make a little pocket here, and I didn't tuck anything in it, but there it is. And I just love this picture of Lennon watering the roses. So yeah, then this page, this layout was really one of those emotional ones that I was talking about. It was all inspired by this picture, which I made originally for the frame layout or frame prompt for Junk Journal July. And so I was just really journaling about how lonely I feel when Lennon goes to be with his dad. So like that's something that's completely new to me, and like no mom should ever have to feel that way, like loneliness when concerned with like your toddler child. Like I had never ever been away from him overnight even until April when I went to the hospital, and it was just like so hard, and it's still so hard. Like he's with his dad right now and it's just so sad. And so yeah, I was just like documenting that raw sad feeling of loneliness. So anyway, if you are also a single mom and know how that feels, that's what that page is about. Yeah. Okay, something happier. On this side, I wanted to like put this picture showing Lennon playing with his water table that Nicole sent him. Like when we first left, Lennon had no toys, you guys, and my patrons just showered him with so many gifts and so many toys, and like he is so spoiled. And I love that. Like I don't know, like a baby should never ever like want, you know? So I just wanted to document this generous gift from Nicole, and yeah, he loves this thing, and it's so funny to watch him play with any of his toys. Anyway, so inside, I just made this little pocket out of this picture because it's so sweet, and I just added in these fun little, like this one was something that I got in a Happy Meal a long time ago, and these things just make me so joyful. So I wanted to like juxtapose happy feelings of motherhood with like the really sad and down parts too, because life is all about ups and downs, right? And then this was just a collage tag. I got this really pretty painting in a Happy Mail recently, and so I just used part of it in this collage with some more washi that I got recently. So yeah, not all my journaling is super heavy, but yeah, some of it has been this month. Okay, I am having problems here. You guys always see me have problems on my videos. And then on this side, I wanted to document our first tomatoes. Yay! So these bushes are now gigantic, like at least 4 feet tall. I swear, they're so big. And they're just like turning out tomatoes all like crazy. Like constantly we're eating tomatoes on everything, and it's so wonderful. But yeah, I just wanted to take pictures of the very first tomatoes of the season, and that one right there actually rotted, which was kind of unfortunate, but we did not lose too many. I had some caterpillars attack a few days ago, so I battled caterpillars, but now they're all good again. So yeah, I just wanted to add on this little Happy Mail thing. This too, I got these from Kim in a recent Happy Mail she sent me. And then this was my Mother's Day ring. You guys, look at this ring. My mom and dad gave me this for Mother's Day. And it's so beautiful, and I wear it all the time. But not today. And then on this side, I've just added on this little tag that was attached to a swap that I did with Jess. She makes lovely, lovely things, and her swap was so generous, and So yeah, I just wanted to remember it with this little tag. And then this was a letter that I got from Jackie. And then this was in the same, like, kind of happy mail there. And then this was just a collage that I made. This was called Layers, I think, or I don't remember which prompt it was. Something about layers, maybe. But I wanted to use this picture that I probably wasn't going to use in a journal anywhere, just because it's not really in a style that I normally would use. But I love it. I love it. Like, she is so feminine, and obviously it's like on a photo shoot of some kind, but you can see like the whole edge of the backdrop, and I just love it. So I wanted to keep it and add it to this journal. And then on this side, this was the boxes prompt. And I was just finishing my railway ephemera set, that one. And so I just wanted to like play with some of the pieces from it. And I used this to like cover up some journaling or like decision making process. I used my journal for that type of stuff too. So yeah, I was like in the process of picking my design team. So I covered it up with that, and now it will always be remembered in my journal. Yeah. So, and then on this side, I was feeling very chaotic and like busy, just always go, 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 go. And the prompt of the day was actually negative space. And so I just journaled this scripture, peace be still. And that's when Jesus stepped out of the water, out of the boat onto the water, and just like calmed the storm. Yeah, so this was negative space, and I just felt like I needed that little tiny space to breathe and just be still and rest for a moment. So that's what that spread is about. And then on this side, I've just added on this little decoupaged envelope because I thought it was so cute. There's nothing in it, but I just love it, so I wanted to keep it. And then this is like a tag from a pair of sandals that I got. Oh, also, Seiko is has become a pretty significant part of my life. Like, I love their products so much, and I love their mission even more. And so I hosted a birthday bash, which is like their anniversary sale, where they kind of use it as more or less like a year-end sale to clear off inventory for the year to come. And so I hosted a birthday bash, and a few of you guys attended that. Thank you if you made an order during that sale, because I got like a significant amount of hostess rewards from that. And I was talking with Kara, which is my fellow. Fellow is like the consultant of Seiko. And I was talking with her about what I could do with my hostess rewards, and she said that I could convert them to become a fellow myself. And so I decided to do that. Like, I've always loved their products, and I love their mission. Like, I have such a heart for Africa, and yeah, so I am one of the newest fellows for Seiko, and I love their products, and I'll be sharing those on occasion, but not in like a super pushy, salesy type of way, just like sharing the things that I personally love. And so yeah, they are completely 100% handmade and fair trade. Yeah, so anyway, if you want more information about that, please reach out to me and I will do my best to help you. And then this is a business card from Kathy. She is so funny. Like, her slogan now is a paper hoarder. And I'm like, that's so appropriate. Like, I don't know a junk journaler or like a vintage paper seller that doesn't identify as a paper hoarder, right? So Anyway, I wanted to keep that. It's so cute. And on this side, I just, there's more of that journaling. Okay. Yeah, pesky journaling that I have to cover. On this side, I just used a piece of handmade paper and made like this collage tag, again, using some of my digitals. Like this was from my Handsome Men set. And then this is another from Theta. I love her labels set. It's so pretty. And then here I just used this, or added in this little sign that came with a bottle of honey that I bought from a rummage sale. So yeah, it's delicious honey. I use it in my tea, and I had just run out, and sure enough, I went to this rummage sale, and there it was. It was at a church, and they like gave me the guy's phone number and stuff, so it wasn't like a random here's a jar of honey, buy it for $10 thing. Anyway, so then this is just like some little journaling there, and sorry, I'm adjusting. And then on this side, I added this card that came with my swap that I did with Sarah. So I had gotten this journal from her shop, and then we had also agreed to do a swap. And so I currently have 2 journals from her, and this was with the swap. So yeah, I just thought it was so beautiful, and yeah, so I just wanted to keep that card. And actually, the journaling that I did on the other side was very appropriate with this image, so yeah. And obviously it was a card, so she wrote some, like a letter on it. And then I did some collage and journaling, and this is another of Theta's labels. I use those pretty much throughout this whole journal. And then on this side, I have, so I got this really sweet gift box from Joanna, and I was like, oh, look how cute this is. It was like a handmade origami gift box, right? And so I'm like, oh, I'm gonna display this on my desk. And sure enough, it's like getting smashed and like tossed off the desk. And so anyway, I just decided I'm gonna like cut it and make it flat so that it can live forever in my journal rather than being destroyed on my desk. So anyway, so then this was like a card that I got in a Happy Mail from Demi, and behind that I just tucked in my little planning calendar for the month of July, since July is over. Excuse me, you guys, I've got like a tickle in my throat. And then on this side, I just love this paper. Like, it is so pretty. And so yeah, I didn't want to really cover up this image or anything, but I did want to kind of do some brainstorming for the journal collection that I'm actually working on right now. So Sarah sent me this really pretty blue floral fabric, and I just paired it with a few other blue florals that I had in my stash. And then this I left blank intentionally because I love this so much, so much. And then on this side, I just did a few little collages, and just used the pocket. This pocket was already here. Used the pocket to just tuck in a few Happy Mail things and notes and things like that. And then this side has a lot of journaling again. Yeah, so I did some pin swatches. I got these Le Pen pens. They're actually little felt tip markers from Walmart, and they were actually like $7 cheaper than I've seen them anywhere else. So during back to school, I'm not sure if it's a back to school thing or if they always have them for that price, but I was so excited and bought a set. So I just did some little color swatches. Yeah. Okay, so then I just did a little collage there. And so yeah, then on this side was more of that, like planning and brainstorming type journaling that I do. I added on this little image that I got from Sarah with this journal actually. And I was like really trying to figure out where I'm spending my time and like where my biggest time sucks are, time drains. And so I wrote out all the things and like started brainstorming ways, like in my own mind. I didn't write it down. Like coming up with ways to fix some of these things. So like making my business cards, like yes, they're super cute, they're on vintage playing cards, but it takes a lot of time to cut out all the little strips of paper and print them out and cut them out and then tape them on. And yeah, so oh, and not to mention like find the playing cards in the first place, because I've used up pretty much my whole stash of little playing cards. So anyway, I designed some business cards and here they are. If you ordered from my last shop update, you would have been one of the very first people to receive these. And also my patrons this month got one in their Patreon mail. So there they are. And I'm very pleased with them. And I love how they turned out, and like the way I've written my little name, like it's the same across all the things. And so like I'm backwards developing a brand, which is very funny and ironic since I used to do that for a living. Anyway, so, and then here is just a little label from a box that I got with my little crossover slides, and some vintage wallpaper that I got from Jamie. And then on this side I did a excuse me, I did a collage using all my favorite journaling supplies. So this is the number one favorite supply is vintage postcards, forgot the word, and then obviously vintage paper and doilies and stickers and tickets and all the things, and especially real pictures of my little boy and things that I love, things and people. So there we go, that's my favorite things spread. And then on this side is a like the start to my birthday week. So I just added on this little, it's cut out from a card that Amy, Flushy Made Cottage, sent me. And I just loved it. It's like so tactile. It has these little strings on it and little fabric pieces. So I just cut out a piece, or really the main focal point of the card, and just added it here. And she actually wrote me a note that I think is somewhere else in the journal. And then on this side, I just love this little image of this little boy with the goats and the little kitty. Like, I just feel like this is gonna be Lennon one day. He loves animals so much. And then on this side, where's that big tag? Where'd I put that thing? Anyway, okay, so on this side, I just did some journaling about, like, this was actually on my birthday that I did this, and it was actually a really hard day, like full of disappointment actually, and like I had such high hopes for my birthday. Like, I love my birthday and I love cake, and I didn't get a birthday cake, and like I don't think anyone really even wished me happy birthday here, like in person. Like, I got loads of messages from you guys and like happy mails all week, but even the mail, like I didn't get any happy mail on my birthday. Like, I got it every other day of the week, but not on my birthday. And so maybe that sounds really whiny and like sad, but I was kind of disappointed. And so yeah, I was journaling about the disappointment and how hopefully next year will be better, and I know it will. So Anyway, I just made this little, let's see if I could cover it, made this little tag card, just with like a tea-dyed piece of index card. And then I just attached, here's one of my Happy Mails, actually, from Nicole. Like, you guys seriously spoiled me. I am still, like, even today I got a package from Laura. Like, I felt so loved. I don't want you guys to feel like I did not feel loved, but when your family, like the people who are closest to you, kind of disregard your birthday, it just kind of makes you feel like crap. So that's all I was trying to say. I'm not trying to say like I'm unhappy or displeased with how my birthday went. Just yeah, like the day itself was not a lot of fun, and my little 2-year-old boy was definitely a 2-year-old that day. You guys know what that means. And then on this side, I just added on this pretty wax seal that came on a Patreon mail from Sharika at Postal Love, and I love this. Loved it. So I just clipped off the little strings and everything and just added the whole thing to my journal. And then on this side is another little from a pen pal, Ari. She sent me this pretty little card that she had watercolored, and so I made it live in my journal, and I just tucked in her letter here. And then she sent me some little stickers too, so I put a couple in my journal. And then the other day I was talking with Angela, and she said life is short, so use the good stuff. We were talking about a little piece of sari trim that I sent her in her design team package that she used in a journal. And she was like, yeah, life is short, so use the good stuff. And so I just thought that was so funny, because I am the worst about like finding a little scrap of paper like this and just, ooh, it's so precious, I don't want to use it. And then but she's right, like, use the good stuff and keep some of it for yourself. Like, I'm always putting all my best stuff in my journals that I make, and so yeah, I just wanted to like keep some of it for myself, and so there we go. And then on this side, I did a journal with me video for my patrons, using only Happy Mail items really from Kim, and except for this tag, which was one that I kind of screwed up. I was trying to make a collage tag for a journal for one of my Americana journals. And I totally screwed it up, and so I had like this big glue smear on this part, so I just covered that with some collaging, and I think it's great. And so it also just serves to cover my journaling that is back there. And then I also wanted to use some of this new washi. It's not really washi, I don't know what it is. It's like clear tape, but it has this really pretty tile pattern on it. So yeah, I have been kind of treating myself to like pretty journaling supplies, and that's one of the things that I treated myself to. And then this was for the Secret Pocket journal prompt for Junk Journal July, and so here is my secret pocket. This was the other side of that little mini book page, and I just like glued it down to make a pocket here, and there's my little picture of linen with some flamingos. So this was like early in the spring, I think, or maybe last fall, judging by like how tall he is. But yeah, I just thought that was so cute and wanted to keep it here in my journal. But during my video, I had actually stapled this. Like, I decided later to add this donde, translation card, vocabulary card, and because it means where. And like secret pocket where, anyway, I thought it was clever. But when I stapled it, I actually stapled my picture, so I just added this little piece of sari ribbon to cover that up. Anyway, okay, moving on. Then on this side, this was actually my transparent journal prompt entry. So I just wanted to use this net material because it does leave kind of a transparent kind of covering for whatever you added over. Yeah, so then I just added this little rose sticker. A tip for you guys, if you have like a piece of, this was like, well, I don't know if you can see any of it, but it was just a book page, and I just, you know, like that's great and all, but I just wanted to have some journaling space, so I just took a piece of like lined paper and glued it straight to the paper, and now I have all this journaling space. So that's just a tip for you guys if you want to add some journaling space to your journals. That's how you can do it. Oh, and also I was at the end of my journal basically, and it was already so chunky, and I didn't really want to add like another bulky journaling card or tag or anything like that. And then this was like already in this journal on this page, but I love this image so much, and that is kind of how I feel right now. Like I don't know how this is gonna end up, but I really just kind of need some help, you know. So here we go. So yeah, I just added this little gold piece here because I thought it was pretty. And then on this side, I just used some more like kind of Happy Mail things. I use a lot of Happy Mail stuff. Like I'm so blessed and fortunate to have friends that send me things, and I just like want to keep it all in my journal. But yeah, I have had this in my stash, like just kind of floating around on my desk and in boxes, and I'm like, okay, it's gonna live in my journal now because I think it's super cute, and yeah, it needs to be used and have a place of its own. And then this was from Sarah. She like included it in a package she sent me. And then this was from Heather. So I recently changed my tier reward system and decided to support other small sellers. So Heather was actually the first one that I chose to support with my Patreon mail. And basically what I'm doing now is like my standard tier, which is like the lowest tier that actually receives a Happy Mail from me each month. So that tier will actually receive like samples from other sellers. Of course, I'm like paying the sellers for the samples because I do want to support their shops. So yeah, I think that's a really great way to, number one, send my patrons something that I really love, and also support another small business owner. So yeah, I am, like just a little plug here, I am currently brainstorming ideas for current or coming months for Patreon mails. So if you are a small seller and can provide like 25 to 30 of the same item, please contact me. And yeah, we'll chat because I definitely want to do that. Okay, so coming to the end of my journal, I kind of like, I always end up running out of like width space, so I just try to manage bulk as much as possible, and I do like a lot of brainstorming and just like idea dumping and goal setting for the next month and things like that. But I did want to keep like some packaging from, like this was from a little car that Lennon got, and then this was from a pair of pajamas that like he is wearing 4T now. These were 4T pajama. Like I cannot even imagine that. He's so big. yeah, okay. So yeah, I was just brainstorming like Christmas journals and like what I'm going to be doing on Patreon and digitals and things like that, that I want to design, and then some August goal setting here, and then another little tag. And then I loved this paper, so I did not want to really do anything. And then I just really love this quote, so I did a little tip in, and it also kind of serves to cover up some of my more personal goals there. And then on this side, oh my gosh, you guys, yesterday I gave Lennon his very first little haircut, and like honestly, I just felt so bad for the kid. Like he's got such long curly really weird hair like mine, and it's so hot during the summer. It's hot here anyway, but then you add on like this huge thick hair on top of his head, and I mean he's got like the most glorious golden locks ever. But yeah, so I felt really bad, and he was going to his dad's for the weekend, and I thought I'm just gonna like clip the back of his hair so that it's not like sticking with sweat to the back of his neck all day. And he is so cute. Oh my gosh, like I'm not just saying that because he's my kid, but like I clipped off the back and it's just like this little puff of curly blonde hair on top now. So yeah, I just kept a little lock of his little baby curls there in my journal. And then on this side, so yesterday I also, these last few pages are all about like yesterday. I also made a bunch of new face masks for everyone. So these are just like swatches from the fabrics that I used. And then on this side, I just journaled about, yeah, some feelings that I was having, and added in something that I found in my Bible. But yeah, that's super personal, so I'm not going to talk about it very much. And then I tucked in the actual pattern from one of the masks that I made. I lost the other one, but anyway, then this little card that I got from Jackie in a Happy Mail with the L for Lennon, and it's a rainbow, which is so appropriate because he technically is my little rainbow baby. And then the very last page is about me becoming a Seiko Fellow. So yeah, I am so excited about this, and I can't wait to see where it takes me. Again, like I'm not gonna be super pushy or anything like that. Like I hate that. So but yeah, I will be sharing a few things that I just love. Like you guys will probably see me wear like this Wonder Woman ring. So that's a Seiko ring. And yeah. So anyway, that's my July journal. This was like really a July daily journal type of thing, where I just journaled about my daily life and tried to do it every day. Didn't always happen, but there it is. So yeah, hopefully you guys have enjoyed it, and I'd love to hear your thoughts and comments, and hopefully you have drawn some inspiration for your own journaling. And I will see you in my next video.